Hi, I'm George Tekmitchov.
I'm Steve Anderson.
And we're about to share with you some technical information on Easton's unmatched Avance and Avance Sport arrows. Steve, with 16 sizes and American-made C2 process, the Avance arrow shaft is quite literally one of the best all-carbon arrow shafts, and the price-to-performance ratio on the thing is off the charts.
Yeah, there seems to be an Avance for everybody. Between Avance Sport, you've got two different price points. Like you said, there's a pile of sizes, anywhere 340 down to 2,000 spine. And then the thing that I really like about it, one, like you said, the price to performance for, intermediate, beginning archers, depending on which arrow you want to pick up. The weight is favorable for those entry-level archers who may not have the draw weight to reach the target or get the arrow to even penetrate into the target. So Avance is really lightweight and is going to aid in that. And then, as you said, there's one to fit everybody. So recurve, compound, adult, tall, short, whatever it is, there's an Avance for everybody.
All the way down to 2,000 spine value, so even the very lightest bows and shortest draws can use an Easton Avance arrow. It uses the ML components, so it helps save some budget. It also has high performance because of those same components, which have the same tight tolerances as our higher end components. And also the knock system, another thing that the Avance features that goes beyond just about any other product from any other company from the standpoint of tolerances. Single cavity knocks from Easton in the Pin series, in the G series, those work in the 4mm Avance.
Yeah, you can roll with a pin knock, like you said, a G knock. The ones we're showing here are the 4mm microlight knocks. And then this one's got a knock collar on there, which is going to help you when you start grouping them in tight and save some arrow shafts.
And also really great end straightness, right, Steve?
Yeah, the whole thing is controlled. I mean, in theory, you could make this arrow something like 60 yards long, right?
Or, well, even longer.
Yeah, so you could just keep making it. But yeah, I think the big takeaway here for me is, get with your dealer, check the price on these. I think you'll be surprised at the affordability of them. If you're a coach and you are working with a lot of upcoming archers, this is a great place to start. It's one where you're not going to, feel the hurt too much if they send one into the wall while they're learning to, perfect that technique. And it's going to perform really well for them while they're developing that as well.
With the Avance, spine around the shaft is perfectly controlled, and spine from shaft to shaft is also ideally controlled. Easton's quality control means that every shaft in a dozen has the exact same spine and weight. One of the things about the Avance is that Easton sort of advertises this as a beginner to intermediate arrow shaft, but the tolerances are professional level.
Yeah, I think if you were to wipe that arrow clean and put something like X10 Parallel Pro, some people may not notice a difference, right? They're similar in diameter, they're going to shoot really well for them. The other side of that, the Avance is a plus minus 0.0025 straightness, weight tolerance of plus minus 1 grain. The Avance Sport, same plus minus 1 grain weight tolerance. The straightness is plus minus 0.005. So, between the two, that's where you get a little bit of the price differential is in that straightness. Beyond that, they're the same shaft between the two.
So, the Avance is kind of another one of the arrows that, like the X10 Parallel Pro, is sort of a do-it-all kind of package. It's good for just about everything, including bare bow.
If I were to take up bare bow, which would result in a lot of arrows in the wall on my behalf, Avance Sport would probably be a great place for me to start. Like I said, if I were a coach, I'd start a lot of kids on Avance Sport.
Oh, for sure.
And then I wouldn't hesitate to keep them in that, and recommend it to archers as they advance through the ranks too, especially, as they're growing and parents are having to constantly upgrade equipment to match draw length and growing kids. So,
just as the X10 Parallel Pro provides a significant percentage of the performance of the X10 Pro Tour and the regular X10, the Avance provides a significant percentage of the performance of Easton's X10 Parallel Pro. As a parallel all-carbon arrow shaft, you get predictable results, easy tuning, by the book as far as tuning and selection of the shaft goes, and you end up with a very economical arrow that performs at the highest levels. Whether you choose the Avance or the Avance Sport, you're assured of made in USA C2 Easton technology for the highest performance in an all-carbon arrow, only from Easton.
Thank you for joining us for another Easton Technical Bulletin. For more information on the entire Easton product offering, visit us at eastonarchery.com.